Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to film a vlog entirely from home and show you some of the things that we've been doing since we've been home quarantining. It's been such a crazy time in the world, and not just, you know, for our own countries or whatever cities or countries that we're living in, but just on a global scale. It's insane how big it's gotten, and I think it's the first time in modern history, or at least since I've been alive, where something of this scale has happened and affected us on a global scale. So it's been a very strange time in the world, to say the least, but I think it's really important during something like this, even though it's quite scary at times and there are a lot of unknowns. I think it's really important to try to stay as grounded as possible and as positive as possible and optimistic, and not getting too scared and getting too fearful, because that is not good for our mental health and not good for our immune system either. So yeah, I want to share a few of the things that I've been doing at home, some of my routines, some tips that I have, and just things that have been working pretty well for Mo and I. Maybe you can implement some of these things into your own daily routines, or, you know, now that we all have so much time at home, hopefully you guys can use some of these things as well to, you know, make yourselves feel really good as you are home quarantining for the next week, or I don't know how long this is gonna last. I also want to acknowledge the fact that a lot of people are able to work from home, so they still do have, you know, things that they need to do, work responsibilities and things like that. But for a lot of people, they've actually lost their jobs because of this, and it breaks my heart. So many of you guys have actually written to me and told me that you've been fired or been let go from your job because your specific field of work, if you are not at work, it's really difficult for those companies to keep employing you. So my heart goes out to all of you guys, and I really hope that you get back on your feet super quick and that you find maybe the same job, maybe an even better job, and hopefully we can all get together and really stimulate the economy so that we can get those jobs back and just put money back into the system, because now it's like a ghost town. It's crazy. But anyway, we have to focus on the positive so that we can get out of this as soon as possible. And the more sane we can stay and the more positive and productive we can stay in this time, I think the better the outcome and the quicker the outcome will get here. So I think one of the biggest kind of positive things about this whole crazy experience is the fact that we are blessed with so much time to do things that we have been wanting to do, time to spend on self-care, time to spend on reading good books or working on that business project or that idea that you've been thinking about. Literally not having any distractions whatsoever, or appointments you have to go to, work, meetings, nothing like that. You can really use this time and hopefully come out a better person at the end of this, you know, just by focusing on good things during the day. So I think with that, it's really important to have some type of structure during the day, which I'm also going to share with you guys in this video, so that you are utilizing this time, you know, the best that you can. And that doesn't mean to not have time to relax and all that kind of stuff. It definitely does. But just to have some type of, you know, structure in the day so that you don't feel lost, or, you know, you're just kind of floating around. So I'm going to share all of my tips and little things and routines and just stuff that we get up to today in this video. I hope that you guys enjoy, and let's get started. So first thing this morning, I had my lemon water. I have a warm glass of water with lemon juice inside. It's the first thing that I have every single morning, and it just makes me feel so good. It really wakes up my system. It's a good dose of vitamin C as well, which is especially important now for your immune system. I then did a really great workout. I did a Melissa Wood Health workout. I will have her website linked below. It was a 20-minute full body workout, and I really like her workouts, especially because there's a lot of stretching and, you know, a bit of yoga in there as well. And her voice and the way she speaks, it's just very calming and almost quite meditative. So I feel like it's a really good kind of all-in-one type of workout. I do also really enjoy HIIT workouts, which are a little bit more intense and more like high impact. They're really fun to do with a partner or even just by yourself. So Mo and I have been doing some together. We really like those. I will have some recommendations below in the description box of some really good like more HIIT type of workouts that we've been doing. And now I've showered, I've washed my hair. Feels really good. I scrubbed my entire body. I put lotion all over. So that's something else that you can really take advantage of, is self-care, and you know, really spending time on your body and on your skin and just making yourself feel really pampered and good, because I think that lowers stress a lot. Okay, so the first thing that I have in the morning after my lemon water and before my first meal is this green powder. So this is called the Raw Organic Perfect Food Alkalizer and Detoxifier. It's a juiced green superfood, and it's got lots of amazing ingredients in there. A lot of different vitamins, minerals, a blend of different greens like barley grass, alfalfa, wheatgrass, parsley, and then I also put in some of this. This is the Amazing Grass Organic Collagen Booster. So this is basically a really good source of vitamin C. There is no animal-based collagen in here, but it's very rich in vitamin C, which is what our body needs to produce collagen. But I really like this just for the vitamin C in general. The collagen production is a benefit, but vitamin C is super important for lots of other things in your body. So I'm gonna mix those two together, and then I'm also gonna put in some of this multiple mineral liquid concentrate. This has a blend of different minerals such as calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and these are all essential for our bodies. So this is a really great immune support. You can get these all on Amazon, but if you live in Europe and you can't get these, I actually got these when I was in LA, then you can use something similar like a wheatgrass powder, barley grass powder, spirulina, or you could do a green juice, a green smoothie. I have so many videos on that too. I will link below if you guys want to get a recipe. I can even leave my green smoothie recipe below in the description box for you guys. But just something green, because those really have a lot of good minerals and vitamins. They really help to strengthen your immune system. So just do the best that you can. I got these in LA and I really enjoy them. So I just put some of that liquid mineral in here as well. And then I just use my milk frother to blend it all together. Cheers. This does not taste the best, but it is so good for you, so I just chug it down, and I know that it's doing really good things to my body. And I will also take my probiotic right now, which is from Viridian. It's the Clear Skin Complex. This has lots of good ingredients for the skin in general, but it does also have probiotics, and I really like this one. It just works really well with my body. I've been taking it for many years, and probiotics are best taken on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. So I'm going to take 2 of these, and then I save the rest of my supplements for when I have my first meal. I'm now sitting in our office, and the next thing that I've been doing is just making a list of at least 3 things that I need to get done that day, and they can be in different categories. So it could either be 3 things just in general if I really just want to have a very easy day, or I split it up into like personal, home, work. But I do find it's really important to have a list of at least 3 to like 4 or 5 things that you want to get done that day, because it makes you feel like you are being productive, and you are being productive even though you're at home. And when you're done with it, you can check it off or scribble it out, or delete it from your list, and it makes you feel really good, and you know that you are staying on track with the things that you want to do. So I'll share some of the things that I have to get done today. One of them being I have to cancel a flight that I had scheduled in a few days. I was actually supposed to go look at wedding dresses with a friend of mine, and it was supposed to be a really fun and exciting thing, but because of the current situation, I obviously can't do that. So I have to call them and make sure that I can get a refund on my flight. And then I have some work work things to do related to our business. I'm gonna work on some of the marketing material and just some of like the visual stuff for the brand. So I'm gonna work on that for a good, I wanna say like 2-3 hours or so. I have a list within this list of things to do. And then Mo and I also want to do a deep clean of our apartment. Cleaning your home right now, I think, is one of the best times to do ever. Firstly, we have more time now, and secondly, it's just nice to, you know, disinfect and clean things to make sure that you're not like, you know, harboring viruses and bacteria and things. It just makes you feel really nice and clean and safe at home. So I'm gonna get started with the things that I have to do, and then I will see you guys in a bit for cleaning our apartment. Okay, Mo has already gotten started on the bathroom, and now he is showering off one of our plants. We like to do this every few months because the leaves do get dusty. So we just give it a little shower. So we are done cleaning our apartment. We did a full-on deep clean. We did all the floors, the surfaces.
I like to clean. When I clean up, I feel like I cleaned all the dirt away, all the bad energy.
So I'm now gonna make myself a salad. I've got this tuna salad that I made yesterday, and I like to make quite a bit of it, and then I just put it in this glass container and I can have it the next day. If you guys are interested in the recipe for this, I will have a video down below where I show you guys exactly how I make it, but it is really delicious, super fresh. Got some herbs in there, tomatoes, some different seeds, cucumber, and it's just so delicious. And I'm gonna have that over a bed of greens, some avocado. I'm gonna put some lemon juice on top, and it's gonna be really good. myself an almond milk matcha latte. So it is now around 2 o'clock and we are gonna go out for a walk. I've just gotten myself dressed. This is pretty much the only thing that we do obviously outside now, except for going to the grocery store. And it is a little bit chilly today, so I've put on some jeans, got my Ugg boots on, my big white fluffy coat. Mo is also dressed.
Some jacket.
Nice and warm.
And
your slippers. So yeah, we are going to go out for a walk, get some fresh air, some vitamin D. So we are out at the park that I told you guys about in my last video. It's a really huge open park just across the street from our apartment. We're just saying how lucky we are that we have the space to come and walk in because it's not very crowded, like it's very, very big. And it's such a nice day today. Sun is shining and it just feels nice and like refreshing to come outside and just get, you know, some oxygen and some sunshine. I also want to acknowledge the fact that it's almost spring, which, you know, besides like all of this craziness that's going on, and let's just appreciate that the weather is getting better and, you know, nature is starting to bloom again. Alright guys, we are back home and I'm back in my comfy clothes. Those walks are such a good mood booster and you just, you know, you get the blood moving, you get fresh air and sunshine. It just makes you feel a lot better, you know, after being inside all day. Something else that I love to do, and I've been doing a lot since we've been at home, is going through my cupboards and my drawers, organizing and doing a bit of spring cleaning. And just, you know, it's a bit different than like cleaning surfaces. It's more about going through your things and seeing what you don't need anymore, what you can donate. It literally feels like a weight off of your shoulders when you do go through your drawers. So I've pretty much gone through all of these drawers, and what I do is just take everything out, I put it on my bed, and then I go through it, I decide what I want to keep, what I can donate, and then when I put it back, I just make sure that it's somewhat organized inside. So here I have all of my lounge pens. I folded them up like this so that I can see everything that I have. It just makes it a lot easier to actually find the pair that I want, as opposed to if they were stacked on top of each other. And I do the same thing with my workout pants and my sports bras. I also did the same thing in our kitchen. So I took all of this out and I wiped this down and then I put everything back. Again, I just went through everything to see what we didn't need anymore, what we could get rid of. And same thing with all of these drawers. This is where we have all of our tea. I have some little vitamin sachet packets that I like to take during the day. And then all different types of teas here, some different herbs and spices. And then same thing on the bottom. You don't need to go and organize like every single space in your house on the same day, but you could say, you know, today I'm gonna do the kitchen or a few drawers in the kitchen, and then tomorrow I'm gonna tackle like my underwear and sock drawer, and then the next day will be my clothes or the bathroom. I think it's important to also just stay busy and keep yourself productive for most of the day, and cleaning and organizing, that's just like a guaranteed way to make you feel good as well. It's just so satisfying and so nice to open your drawers and just know where everything is and not feel like overwhelmed by all of your things. And when you keep yourself busy doing positive tasks, it also just allows you to not do like mindless things, you know, that at the end of the day might not make you feel so good. And of course, whilst you are organizing or cleaning or going through your things, it's the perfect time to call somebody that you love and connect with them. I know that obviously now we're social distancing ourselves, but that doesn't mean that we can't speak on the phone. You know, call up a friend, ask how they're doing, call your family, call your grandparents, and just keep spreading that love, because we all need it now more than ever. You can of course also listen to good audiobooks and good podcasts. I will have some of my favorite recommendations below in the description box for you guys. I think that's always a good way to just keep the positive energy up and alive, and so important to nurture your mind, especially right now with lots of positivity and just uplifting content. So I highly recommend that as well. And of course, like, you can listen to it whilst you're cooking or going on a walk. I will have some of my favorite audiobooks and podcasts down below in the description box if you guys want to check those out. So it is now around 5 o'clock. It's approaching one of my favorite times of the day, which is when I make dinner and we just chill out for the day. I like to take my time with making dinner, and we've been enjoying eating a little bit earlier these days. So I start making dinner at around 5, and then we usually sit down to eat at around 6, and then we'll sit and we'll watch a movie, and then we'll have a nice dessert afterwards. I'm gonna start making dinner. I'm gonna make a nice big warm veggie bowl, and then also some salads on the side. So these are some of the ingredients that I'm going to use for our bowl. First up here I have some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli. I'm going to put some olive oil on top of this and then pop it in the oven, and then I'm going to season it a little bit once it's done. But very simple, but it tastes amazing, and these are of course so good for you. I'm also going to do some sweet potato. I have some mushrooms here, red bell pepper. These are really rich in vitamin C. And then the onions are going to go with the mushrooms, and also an onion's going to go in here with the Brussels sprouts and broccoli. I'm also going to do some asparagus. I've got some cucumber and avocado for the salads. And then here I've already rinsed the salad that we're going to be using, and also a whole bunch of cilantro. And I'm also going to make us some quinoa as well. Mo is sitting comfortably on the couch. This is his job whilst I'm cooking, is finding us something to watch, right?
I'm researching on others, on other influencers, what they are looking for.
Once we sit down to eat, I'm going to talk about some of our favorite shows and movies that I would recommend for you guys as well. But yeah, this is my view when I'm cooking. I've got Mo, I've got the TV, and the food. dinner is ready. I made a warm veggie bowl with the mix of broccoli, Brussels sprouts. These are the sweet potatoes, asparagus, quinoa, the mushrooms with the onion, garlic, and ginger. This is really, really good. And then I made 2 salads. This is just lettuce with cucumbers, red bell pepper, avocado, and then this dressing that I love to make. This is just lemon juice, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and some pepper. So I'm gonna pour that on top. So this looks really good. Smells incredible. Yum. So we've just finished dinner, and before I make dessert, I thought I would just talk about some of our favorite movies and TV show recommendations that we've been really enjoying lately. So let me start with some documentaries. We recently watched a documentary called HIIT, and that was so good. It's on Netflix. It's got some of my favorite, more like spiritual teachers and just really interesting people that I love to follow, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton is in it, Marianne Williamson is in it, and it's just an absolutely incredible documentary, and I think very fitting for this time that we're all going through. It's very uplifting and positive, and it's all about how our emotional well-being is so powerful in the way that our body functions. In terms of movies, we really loved the Green Book. That was incredible. We also watched a movie the other night. I think it's called The Boy from Mars. The Boy from Mars, I think so. I will find it and I'll put it here. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. That's another great movie. Also very uplifting, but still quite intense in a way, but has a good message, you know? Right now we're watching a TV series called The Letter for the King. It's quite good. It's a little bit gory at times, but yeah, that was like the best thing that we could find for right now. I'd love to know your guys' recommendations for movies, documentaries, TV shows. Definitely let me know below in the comments, and I'll also make sure to leave some of my other favorites that I'm probably forgetting right now in the description box as well for you guys. So now for our dessert. So we've been really into yogurts. So I like a plant-based yogurt, so either a coconut milk yogurt or a soy yogurt or an almond yogurt. This is one that we've been really into right now. You just want to make sure that there are no sugars inside and that the ingredients are minimal and that it's also organic. So with the yogurt, we love to have frozen blueberries or frozen blackberries. Frozen just gives it something very delicious and kind of like ice cream like, and also you can keep them for a lot longer than fresh berries. And then here we have all of the toppings. So I pretty much put on every single seed and nut that we have in our kitchen. So first up here we have hemp seeds. This is a mix of ground chia and flax seeds. This is actually incredibly healthy for you, especially when it's ground up like this. I just put it in my Vitamix. Then we've got a mix here of some different nuts. We've got Brazil nuts, walnuts, pecans, and there's some other jumbled up nuts there in the bottom. Then we've got pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. And then I also like to put some of this dark chocolate on top as well. So we're gonna chill out now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.